Hey guys, so more recently somebody was asking to see my Blue Peter badges because I happened to mention that I had Blue Peter badges. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was that asked to see this. I'll see if I can find the message, but I've kind of deleted most of my messages once I've read them and things. But I'll see if I can find out who you are, and if it's you, let me know and I'll pop your name in the below bar for you and things to give you credit. But basically, just in case you're outside the UK and you've not seen it before, Blue Peter is a show that's aired for children and it's by BBC. And it's been on for many years. If you've seen my Most Haunted video yesterday, you'll know I mentioned that Yvette Fielding presented it. There's been many fantastic presenters and things, and it came into my life at the right time when I was about 7. The presenters then were Connie Hook, Liz Barker, Matt Baker, Simon, okay, I can't remember Simon's surname, and I think that's it. You know, they've got loads of animals on the show. They do make and do things. They do a lot of environment things, charity work and things like that. And over the years, it's sort of grown with culture and grown as society has grown, yet still remained for children and just for children. You know, obviously it's great for adults. I still watch it regularly. Not as regular as I used to, but it is a really good show. So anyway, children are allowed to write in and things and email in now and things with their ideas, stories, photos, anything like that, and certain people are awarded badges. The cut-off age is 15, so if you're over 15 you can't really enter for any badges or anything. Now the only badge I don't have, well, I don't have the competition winners badge because I've never won a Blue Peter competition, and I don't have the gold badge because gold badges are for like people who have saved people's lives or done really tremendous, incredible things. So I mean, I'd love a gold Blue Peter badge. They're selling for like 100, 150 on eBay, which I'd happily pay if I had the money. But you know. So the first one I got is this one, which is just the normal Blue Peter badge, which most people will be familiar with. The presenters wear it when they're on the show and things. Guests are given them. Everyone who actually goes on the show is given one there. And it's just, the lighting's really off in here, but it's just a sort of white badge there. It's like rubbery and it's got the little the Blue Peter symbol in there. It's changed slightly now. It's more metallic now and it's slightly different. Now when you get your first badge, you get one of these, which is a Blue Peter card to sort of clarify that you have it. Now it does have my picture on it, but I'm not letting you see a close-up of that because I look like a tramp. But yeah, so it's got your name, your card number, and your when the card expires. Now it expires when you turn 16. Yeah, 16. I'm trying to work out how old I was then. It expires when you're 16, and it's got like, the information on the back. And what this does, along with the along with the badge, it gives you free entry into over 200 attractions in the UK, or money off entry and things. And the ones I can think of, BBC Tours, Beatrix Potter Factory thing. There's loads of great ones, which obviously I never used it for that. And to be fair, I don't think many people go and try for a badge just to get into free places for free. But it's nice if you've got it, you know, if you can save money then go ahead, but it's not really why people do it. The second I got was this one, which is the silver badge. Now it looks blue because the silver badge now is slightly different to this one, because I mean obviously I've had these for about 3 years now. But this was, I have to say as well, this was just for a general letter I wrote and I can't remember what it's about. Now this one you get when you've done something better than what you did for your first badge. So it's like blue badge take 2. And for this I wrote a Doctor Who script that was like 15 pages or something, and obviously they probably didn't read it. But I wrote a Doctor Who script and everything, and they liked it and I got my badge. So that was really cool. Now the next badge I got was this one, which is the environment badge. As you can see, it's green for being green and environmentally friendly. And for this I wrote in with a picture of a hedgehog, saying that there was a hedgehog at the side of the road, and I sort of scurried it to safety and things, you know, because it wasn't dead, but it was sort of quite limp. So I sort of pushed it to the side kind of, and helped it basically, and I got a badge for it. To be fair, I don't think that was that impressive, you know. I hadn't like collected a million plastic bottles and put them into recycling or anything, but they seemed to like it. And also when you got this one, you got this, which is the Blue Peter Big Challenge Pedometer, which obviously they don't do now. It was just a sort of at the time thing, and this had something to do with a big walk that was going on at the time, and obviously you got your pedometer, and it's got a little green Blue Peter badge there. I don't know if the light's a bit off today. Now the last one I got was the purple badge, which I absolutely adore. It's so cute. Now you can still get purple badges. You can get them all still, but they just look slightly different, but this one still looks the same. And this badge is the one I am most proud of. Mainly because to get a purple badge, you have to review an episode of Blue Peter, which obviously, clearly, I love reviewing TV shows. So I sat with my notebook and my pen, and I chose an episode. I can't remember what one it was, but I chose an episode, and as I watched the show, I was writing down notes and everything and commenting on different things, you know, the lighting, the scenery, the presenters, the features, the animals, that sort of thing. And then I went and typed up, did I type it up or did I handwrite it? I really can't remember. This was like 4 years ago. Probably hand wrote it, but at that point. So I went and wrote my letter and everything, and wrote this big like 2-page sort of comment on what I thought about it, which at the time was impressive for me. And they liked it, so I got my badge. So that sort of did in a way start my love for not just watching TV, but also being more with a critique eye as well. So thank you, Blue Peter, for that. So that's basically all 4 of my badges I've got. I would love a competition winner's badge. Obviously I'll just buy one on eBay if people ever sell them, but people only ever seem to sell that one. And this fake badge, which is the Blue Peter badge for everyone else, which is like everyone who wasn't lucky enough to get a badge. But to be fair, I think the badges are pretty easy to get hold of. First of all, because the people who are viewing Blue Peter now are not, there's not as many people, because obviously you've got all these extra channels, all the digital channels, most of which for children at large are American, which is a bit annoying, you know. Apart from CBBC and CBeebies, most additional children's channels are American, which I've got nothing against. But it'd be nice to see some more additional children's channels which are British. But yeah, so the people who are viewing them, they're less and less of them, so the demand for badges is getting less, first of all. And obviously, I just don't think they're that popular as they were maybe 10 years ago. But they're still going strong, and hopefully one day I'll get on the show. I'm going to do a different video in a couple of weeks probably, talking about Blue Peter as a whole, because there's so much I want to say about the whole show itself. And I'll also do one coinciding with a news round review probably. So look out for that one if you're a Blue Peter fan. But for now, I'll just stick with the badges. Feel free to leave me comments and things, let me know if you've got any badges. Obviously, if you've got younger brothers and sisters, you can sort of get them to do things, then you take the badges if they don't care. Which would be a really, really good idea if I just had the heart to do that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the show, on the badges, anything like that. And if you happen to have a gold badge and are willing to sell it for like 20 quid, you know, talk to me. But I think that's everything for today. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.